Hello everyone, welcome back. We are here once again for another spooky video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I have some really fun plans for us in today's video. We are going to be doing what I am titling a classy Halloween decor haul. And I promise you it's going to live up to the name and you're not going to want to miss a thing. And we're back. And before we begin, I just want to preface really fast. I do apologize if I sound a little more nasally than usual, and if I look a little more unkempt in this video. That's because I currently am sicker than a dog, and I am I am holding on by the skin of my teeth. We're just surviving off of Gatorade and Advil cold and sinus. But we're struggling, you guys. We are struggling today. I am sicker than a dog. I have been sick the past 2 days now. And oh man, I am so ready for this to pass. So, excuse me, I'm gonna take a drink of Gatorade really fast. So, I do apologize if I sound like the Crypt Keeper in this video, and if I look like the Crypt Keeper in this video. But we are holding on by a thread right now. I can't even believe that I'm sick. I really can't. I haven't been this sick in probably over a year. I don't get sick very often. I worked in the medical field for 4 years, and I attribute working in a hospital to, building up my immune system. I truthfully believe it did. I rarely get sick, but when I do, I get sicker than a dog. So, anyways, I apologize if I sound extra nasally and if I look, not my best right now. It's just because I'm sick. But anyways, you guys, that is not going to stop us from enjoying the best time of the year. And as promised, I have a lot of good content coming your way, and things are really going to be heating up around here. Today, we are doing a classy decor haul, and that is going to absolutely live up to the name. And the reason I'm titling it that is just because a lot of today's pieces come from what I consider the fancy stores. There's the more bougie stores out there. So today's haul, we are going to be focusing on Balsam Hill, Menards. I'm already forgetting everything. Okay, we're going to be looking at Balsam Hill, Menards, World Market, Williams-Sonoma. Oh, and this new store that I just happened upon yesterday, actually. I believe it's called My Favorite Things, or My Favorite Things, I believe is what it's called. And oh my gosh, you guys, it's just this little local gift shop, and it is literally the gift shop of my dreams. Oh my gosh, you guys, I happened upon this gift shop by accident just yesterday, and they had some amazing pieces. They had such amazing pieces, but I'll get into that later. But anyways, those are the items that we're going to be focusing on today. So grab a spooky beverage, grab a blanket, make yourself comfortable, because we're about to nerd out about Halloween. All right, so let's just start with World Market. I think that's where I want to begin. So give me 2 seconds, because of course the items I need to grab are like 10 million years across the room. So let me grab that really quick. All right, so we're back. So the first items that I want to begin with are from World Market. And this was my first time shopping at World Market, you guys. I loved it. I loved it. They had some really cool pieces. So, from World Market, I picked up these guys. So it's gonna be kind of hard, oh, and they're all turned. It's gonna be kind of hard to get these in the frame, but basically what these are is these are some light up black glitter LED lit branches is what they're calling these. And these are massive. So I think these are like, how big are these? These are 39 inches tall. So these are pretty massive, and they're really pretty. I haven't taken them out of the box yet, and I will say, you know, I don't normally buy things that are just like smothered in glitter, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I had to do what I had to do, so I actually bought 3 of these. And the reason being, I'm not going to go grab the third one just because, you know, I don't want to fight with holding up 3 of them at the same time. But the reason I bought so many of these is because I finally decided what I am going to do with my copper cauldron. Now, for those of you who don't know, I released a video previously, a few videos past, where I was talking about this authentic copper cauldron that I bought while antiquing. And I've been at a loss for what I was gonna do with that, you guys. And I finally decided I am going to fill that to the brim with these light up LED branches. And that's all I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna keep it simple. Sometimes I believe less is more when it comes to decorating, but that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take all 3 of these because there is a third box, and I'm gonna fill the copper cauldron to the brim with these, and these will glow a hauntingly beautiful orange, as you can see there. I am so excited to see these in there. I think that's gonna really take that display to a whole nother level. So anyways, I picked these up from World Market. What did I pick these up for? These were $19.99 a piece. So they're a little over $20 a pop with tax a piece. And, you know, I'm excited. I haven't turned them on yet. I can't give much more of a review than what you see here, but I am excited. These are going to look great, you know, once they're all lit up in that copper cauldron or copper witch's cauldron that I bought. And, you know, like I said, they glow this hauntingly beautiful orange that you see. And they're 39 inches tall, so they're gonna fill any space I put them in beautifully. I will say my only 2 gripes about these, I already mentioned the glitter. I'm not a fan of the glitter. But my other gripe about these is they are battery operated. I believe they take AA batteries. One of them was open. Oh, here we go. You can see here, they take 3 AA batteries a piece, which is a lot of batteries. But that's not even my biggest gripe. My biggest gripe with these is these don't have a timer setting, which is so annoying. Like, I don't have any other way to say that. I wish more places would create their light up decor with timers, because that is just such a lifesaver, you guys. I'm not going to enjoy having to like dig through the cauldron to flip these off and on each time. It's not gonna be fun. But like I said, beggars can't be choosers. I'm sure I could have ordered some off of Amazon that did have a timer, but I came across these at World Market and they were there right in front of me, so I figured why not. If I ever want to upgrade these to an option with a timer, I absolutely will. But that's my 2 biggest gripes. They're smothered in glitter, and they don't have timers, unfortunately. But anyways, picked these guys up at World Market. I'm so excited to bring that display to you guys. All right, where am I going to put this? We're just going to put it there. Well, all right, we're going to put this over here. We're going to try not to break anything. All right, so moving right along. The next place that I went to in our fancy, classy decor haul for today. I went to a place called Williams-Sonoma, and I'm actually really excited about the piece that I picked up. And once again, it's 10 million years away, so let me go grab that. All right, and we're back. So, from Williams-Sonoma. Well, all right, almost knocked you guys down. So from Williams-Sonoma, I picked up something very simple. I actually had gone there with the intention to get these witch plates that were at Williams-Sonoma that I saw on another YouTube channel. And these witch plates, don't get me wrong, are freaking beautiful. I mean, they're absolutely glorious. They're so beautiful. But, you know, I got there and they actually had the plates. I needed 4 of them. They had all 4 of them. I was really wanting to get them, but I'm not gonna lie, you guys, they were much smaller in person than I had anticipated. And I already got plates that I use for my dining room table, and I like them. They're not as fancy as the Williams-Sonoma ones that had these really old world looking, folk art looking witch that was flying on a broom on the plates, and it really is like a folk art, just kind of old world hag witch. Like, she's very creepy looking, but in a very classy way. I loved the plates. They were very ornate, but they were just so much smaller, way smaller than the plates I have now. So I decided to pass on them. Maybe I'll regret that. But anyways, I went all the way to Williams-Sonoma. I was not going to leave empty-handed. So I did pick up these guys. And I love these. I'm so excited. These are just some spooky dish towels. It's been a long... This one is like throwing a fit. I don't know what I did. Anyways, they're just these spooky dish towels, and it's a crow and bats flying across the moon. Nothing much else to say there. They're beautiful. I've needed some new spooky dish towels. I have the same ones that I've had for way too long. And these won't actually get any use. These are just going to be for decoration only. But that's all they are. They're just this, and they did come as a set of 2, just so you know. And I picked these guys up for $29.95. So, great find at Williams-Sonoma. Moving right along. Wow, okay, this is going by faster than I thought it would. I guess it's not. I don't know. Anyways, my brain is really not working, you guys. I'm so sorry. I don't feel good at all. But we have Advil cold and sinus in our system now. And, you know, I took it before I started filming this video, and I'm starting to feel better. It's going to be very short-lived, but, you know, I'll take what I can get. The next place I went on my classy Halloween journey, I went to Kirklands. And oh my gosh, you guys, Kirklands was where it's at. I loved Kirklands. That was my first time going. You know, I'm 30 years old, and it's just weird to me that I haven't been to a lot of these stores that I'm sure a lot of people have known about for years. So I was like a kid in a candy store, you know, it was getting to experience something new for the very first time, and I loved it. Kirkland's was where it was at. I gave them all my money. But from Kirkland's, again, things are 10 million years away, so I will be right back. We're back. So, I moved everything way closer, I promise, so I don't have to keep walking across a football field to go grab things. Anyways, from Kirkland's, I picked up quite a few things. We're gonna start with these guys. So I picked up a set of 3 light up spooky witch hats. Now these are called set of 3 Halloween pre-lit witch hats. And they just come as a set of 3. And these are adorable. I don't know if the glare is making that possible to see. But there's just 3 of them in there. And they're just these classic looking witch hats that light up. And I love these. I bought these for a very specific reason. But I'm going to set the box down. I'm going to show you what they look like. So they just look like this. They're just these cute little witch hats. And they do light up. Kind of don't know if I want to take this out. They do light up. And I'm not going to, so they have these little things in them that keep the battery good. And I'm not going to, I don't think I'm going to take this battery thing or the little insert thing out because I don't want the battery to start draining so early in the season. So I'm not going to turn it on right now. However, I do have another piece that I bought from Kirkland's that has one of these witch hats with it. So I'll show you it lighting up later when I show you that piece. But anyways, these are super cute. They're just a classic looking little witch hat. And I love them. And they come as a set of 3. I'm going to set this right here. And I picked these up. And just so you know, these are 14.9 by 13.9 inches. And, you know, so they're decent size. And let's see how much. I paid $19.99 for this set of 3 from Kirkland's. Anyways, love those guys. Moving right along, also from Kirkland's. So I talked about this in videos past, but I'm going to be doing a very specific theme for my mantle this year. The theme that I'm doing is going to be an old world classic harvest Halloween mantle is the best way I can describe that. And I've been looking for things that could work well to make that happen. And I found some really good pieces at Kirkland's. So also from Kirkland's, I picked up these guys. And it's just these, what are they titling these? These are called the 27-inch teardrop fall foliage. And I picked up 2 of them. I did pick up 2 of them. And here they are. So it's just this, I picked up 2 of these 27-inch fall foliage from Kirkland's. And it's just these teardrop foliage. You know, they're faux foliage. They're not dried foliage or anything. Or dried floral or anything. They're faux floral and faux foliage. And I just picked up 2 of them. And I love these. They're very full looking. They each have these kind of burlap ribbons on them. And they are just filled to the brim with all of these different berries, pine cones, acorns, and foliage. And just all the stuff that you would see in the fall time. And then on the back, they look like these actual twig kind of branches on the back. The quality is amazing on these. Like, seriously, some of the best foliage I've ever picked up. The quality is just so good. Like, these twigs are actually poking me. Like, they're very sharp. But that's a good thing. They're very high quality on these. They look very realistic. So this is going to be part of that classic old world harvest Halloween mantle that I do. And I'm really excited to bring that to you guys. But I love these. I just love all the detail and all the colors in this. You got all the pops of orange. And then, of course, all of the brown undertones and the berries. And just all of this meshes together to make the perfect, like, fall color scheme. And I absolutely love it. Absolutely love these. I picked these up for... These were $39.99 a piece. Also from Kirkland's. Now I was so excited about these next pieces, you guys. I had my eyes on these like the 2 times that I've gone to Kirkland's this season, I was obsessed with these every time I saw them. And the second time I went, I just decided to pull the trigger and get these because they're that good. But also from Kirkland's, I got this guy, and there's actually, he has a counterpart that I'll show you in just a second. But I got these adorable wooden jack-o'-lanterns. And I love this guy. I absolutely love this guy. This guy has such a timeless Halloween look to him. I didn't even know they made wooden ones like this. I'm obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. So I got this guy, and I just kind of want to show you them together. I got this guy, and okay, this is harder than I was expecting it to be. All right, so I also got this guy. All right. And this guy is massive. This guy is absolutely massive. So I got this guy, which I don't know how well you can see him there, but he's just this timeless looking, large and in charge wooden jack-o'-lantern. And I also got the smaller one that you saw. So I got these 2 guys, and I absolutely love them. They're just these wooden classic jack-o'-lanterns, and they are wearing witch hats, and they are completely made out of wood. They have such a timeless Halloween look to them, and they're dry brushed with some bits of gold that just kind of make them pop, you know, and look like there's light shining on them in the best of possible ways. And I love just the detail on these. Like, look around the nose. I don't know if the ring light is doing these justice, but these got some like weathered looking bits around their eyes and their nose, and they look vintage, but they have a very, like, I don't know, more of a classic look to me, but they're also very vintage and weathered looking. And I just absolutely adore that. And the coolest part about these guys is these light up. And you guys, I'm so excited to show you that. Now, I was just complaining a little bit ago about how those branchy twigs that I got didn't have a timer. Well, the beauty to these guys is, look at this. On the back here, they do have a timer. So you have the timer, the on setting, and the off setting. So I'm gonna switch, and the coolest thing too is this battery compartment. You don't even have to like unscrew it or mess with it in that way. You just literally undo these latches right here, and I'll just show you. You just undo these latches, and it is so easy. And look at this, and it just opens. It's so convenient. It's so convenient. And then when you want to put your batteries in, you just snap it back, and voila. And as promised, these do light up. Now, I don't know how well you can see that because of the ring light. You know, it's really bright in here right now. But these light up so cute. I love these so much. I love these. This was so worth it to me. These I picked up. This small guy was $29.99, which is kind of a steal in my opinion. And then, where did the big guy go? Oh, the big guy is $49.99. So the big guy is a lot more expensive, but I love that. I had to get one of each, and they both light up. The big pumpkin lights up as well. Love these guys. Absolutely love these guys. Love everything about them. Kirkland's coming through for us on all the classic looking Halloween decor. Anyways, moving right along. All right, so this brings me to the final piece that I picked up at Kirkland's, and I saved the best for last. You got the best for last. I am so excited about this piece, you guys. So I'm gonna give the intro of this piece now because this piece is so big that there's no way I can like keep it out of frame when I bring it over here, so that'd be spoilers. I got the coolest thing from Kirkland's. So let me go grab it. Well, I guess I kind of lied. I guess I can kind of keep this thing out of frame. But I saved the best for last from Kirkland's. I got this guy. Look at this, you guys. I don't know how well you could see him. He's life size. I got a Mr. Skeleton Man. So I got one of the Pose and Stay skeletons. And I know you see these every year, everywhere. Like everyone and their mom. Oh gosh, I just knocked my... well, I'm going to blame that on the skeleton. I knocked my Gatorade over. But I think it's okay. Yeah, we're okay. Right? Yeah, we are. Okay. Anyways, technical difficulties. I know everywhere and their mom has these. You know, you see them every year. All right, Mr. Skeleton Man, I don't know what to do with you. All right. Everyone and their mom has these every single year. And I pass on them every single year just because, you know, the Pose and Stay skeletons are massive. I never know if I'm going to find places to store them because they don't come apart. You know, they don't come apart. They stay in one piece. You can fold them up, I guess, kind of. You can, like, fold their legs up. So it's not that bad. But I always knew I wanted one of the Pose and Stay skeletons. But, you know, I knew I was going to be a little bit more picky about it. I wasn't just going to get the first one that I see at the local supermarket. But at Kirkland's, they had this guy, and I absolutely love him. He's life size, as you could see. And I love the aged effect that he has on his bones. He's not just like a stark white. And I don't know, he's got kind of a timeless look to him as far as like a classic skeleton goes. And as I mentioned earlier, this is this is the item that had one of those light up witch hats on, or that has the light up witch hat with it. And I'll show you the witch hat lighting up in a second. But this guy does a couple of things. He didn't come with the witch hat. This is one of the set of 3 witch hats that I bought. But they had him displayed originally with one of these witch hats on. And I don't know, you guys, something about seeing the witch hat on him kind of sold him to me. I really liked how he looked. And like I said, he just has like a timeless look. Also, that's not even the best part. So the best part is, and also just so you know, spoiler alert, I do have to say this. The next part of this video, it's going to show some flashing lights. So if you're light sensitive, just know that I'm about to show some flashing lights. But anyways, the best part is he lights up. And he has these beautiful multicolored flashing eyes. I will say I'm not usually a big fan of the multicolored and Halloween decorations. But for this guy, it works. It works really well. I just love how that makes him look. He kind of gives me like Halloween party vibes. Like, but I love this guy. I love the flashing eyes. I love his whole look. He's just got kind of a timeless look, in my opinion. And we'll have his eyes on, and you can also see, I also have the witch hat, which I'll flip on. As you can see, it's hard to tell in this lighting, but the witch hat lights up. You see, it does light up. It's really hard to see in this lighting. But he's got his light up witch hat and his flashing multicolored eyes. And he is glorious. I love him so much. I absolutely love him. And he is massive. He's a life-size Pose and Stay skeleton. There's really nothing else to say there. Let me switch this off. Anyways, he's just a Pose and Stay skeleton. And, you know, he does. He poses really well, and he does stay in whatever pose you put him in. You know, as you can, I just like smacked myself in the face. But as you can see, he just kind of stays in like whatever pose you put him in. And I've had him sitting in one of my dining room chairs. Or not the dining room chairs, sorry. I've had him sitting in one of my living room chairs. It's part of my one of my Victorian chairs that I have over there. And he looks glorious. I absolutely love how he looks. And it took me a long time to get one of these, but I finally pulled the trigger on getting one of these big pose and stay skeletons, and I couldn't be happier. At the store, they named him JJ, and I usually name my things like this, I'll usually name them. But I kind of like the name JJ. I don't know. I kind of like it. I think I'm going to keep the name JJ. Let me know some good name ideas for this guy, since this is my first pose and stay skeleton. Anyways, got this guy from Kirkland's, and his price, this guy was $49.99. Definitely worth it to me. I know I'll decorate with this guy every single year. Anyways, say bye. All right, moving right along. All right, and we're back. And this leads me to the final store for today's video for our Classy Halloween Decor Haul. I happened to stumble upon the coolest gift shop the other day. It literally was the gift shop of my dreams. Reason I say that is this gift shop was filled to the brim with classic looking vintage styled Halloween decor. And I'm talking the same kind of decor that I find on that website that I always talk about on here, the Traditions, or the Christmas Traditions website, as I call it, but it's called Traditions. If you've ever checked out their site, you'll know what I mean. As far as their Halloween decor is concerned, they have the most retro, vintage style Halloween decor. That is the true definition of vintage decor, and it's so amazing. I love their decor style that they have on that website. But at this gift shop, they sell the same decor pieces that are on the Traditions website. The exact same. You guys, I lost my mind. They literally have all of the designers that I look for. I never have found a physical retailer that I could go to in person that sells these things. I've always had to go to Christmas Traditions until now. But anyways, I went to this little gift shop, and the gift shop's called My Favorite Things, I believe. And it's just a little local gift shop. And they have the cutest pieces. They have literally the cutest pieces. So, from My Favorite Things, I picked up this guy. And you guys, it's another one of those Joanna Parker meets Bethany Lowe designs. I was just showing another one of these in my last video. I cannot believe I found this. I found one of these in the flesh, out in the wild, while out there Halloween decor hunting, and it was all just a happy accident. I never expected to stumble upon one of these out in the wild, and I'm so excited. So this is a Joanna Parker meets Bethany Lowe piece, and it's just this little canister, and I don't know what they call him. Maybe it's on the inside. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't remember what this is called, because if you're looking for it, I want to be able to tell you. They have a little card in here, as they always do that for their pieces. So this guy retails as Grinning Vinny. So Grinning Vinny, and he's glorious. He's just this classic looking 1960s vintage styled Halloween canister. And they're just these little canister containers. I will call him a canister. He's more like a little Halloween bucket / canister, whatever you want to call it. But they're just these little miniature containers. And they all come with these lids that come off. And he is glorious, you guys. I love the style here. As I've mentioned in previous videos, Joanna Parker just has a way of capturing that classic vintage Halloween decor style that I live for. I absolutely love it. And this guy is no exception. He checks off all the boxes that I look for in a vintage styled Halloween decor piece. I love the paint job on this. All of the Bethany Lowe and Joanna Parker pieces do this. They just have these like really, really good paint jobs. You know, they look so vintage. They really do. They pull that off so well. I love the little hat and the little frill that this guy has. Absolutely adore this piece. And as I said, he opens up and you can put things inside. He's just a paper mache piece, and I love him. I found him out in the wild. That's never happened before. And if you want to pick this guy up, I believe they also sell this guy, because again, I just found this guy at a local gift shop. I don't know if My Favorite Things as a gift shop is everywhere or if it's just local. So if you do want to pick this guy up, I do remember seeing this guy on Christmas Traditions website, or Traditions as it's called. This guy is on Traditions website if you want to pick him up. And he retails for $47.95 is what I picked him up for. Anyways, I was so excited to find this piece. Love him. Moving right along. Also from that gift shop, My Favorite Things, I also picked up this guy. And I am so excited about this piece, you guys. So what you are seeing here is a little surprised moon face. I believe he's supposed to be, oh, I'm so sorry. He's actually not a moon at all. He is a ghost. This is a ghost. I thought it was a moon. Kind of looks like a moon, but it's not. This guy is a ghost. And I picked this guy up at that same gift shop, My Favorite Things. It's just another one of those Joanna Parker meets Bethany Lowe designs, and it's one of those little mini jars or containers, and his little hat comes off, and he's another paper mache piece. I absolutely adore this piece. This guy goes by the name of Ghosty Stew. And that's spelled S-T-E-W, but that is the most adorable thing I've ever heard in my life. But anyways, this is Ghosty Stew, and he's another Joanna Parker meets Bethany Lowe design. Absolutely love everything about this piece. I originally thought this guy was a moon, and I love the moon, and I've always wanted a little moon decor piece, but that's okay. He's a little ghosty. Don't mind ghosties at all. But I love him because he's got his little surprise face, which the surprise faces, I've talked about this before, might be like my favorite vintage face that a lot of these artists put on their designs. I absolutely love this guy. Anyways, he's got some great detail. You can see that all of the different dimension that he has in his face with all the different shading elements that you see on here. And his little surprised face with his little button nose. It's so cute. It's so cute. And it's so spooky and magical at the same time. This hits all of the, you know, the vintage style spooky benchmarks that I look for in a decor piece. Absolutely love this guy. Again, another find at that My Favorite Things gift shop. They were amazing. They had so much, you guys. This is just a little taste of what they had. They had everything you could think of. They had Joanna Parker. They had Bethany Lowe. They had Joe Spencer. I'm pretty sure they had some Catherine's collection pieces. They literally had everything under the sun. All the decor that I live for. Literally my dream gift shop. My dream gift shop. But I love this guy. I love the little star that he has here. I think that's another reason I thought he was a moon, because he's got a star there. And then he's got his little pinstriped hat, which I just absolutely love. But he's absolutely adorable. I plan to put this guy in my vintage display that I do on top of my curio cabinet each year. And he's going to be a new addition to that. So, very excited to bring that to you. Again, I picked this guy up for $42.95 is what he retails for. Love this guy. Absolutely love this guy. All right. So, Still at that same little gift shop, the My Favorite Things gift shop, I picked up this guy. We'll start with this guy. Look at this guy. You guys, I am so excited about this piece. So what you are looking at here, and actually I don't know if I can tell you what you're looking at here. So this is a vintage style. So this is a vintage inspired Halloween lantern is what this is. It's another lantern. I don't at all remember what this guy is called because he doesn't have any kind of markings on here or tags or anything. I know that he's on Christmas Traditions website. I originally wanted this piece a long time ago. He might be by that, now I'm so sorry if I'm wrong, but he could be by that same company that I bought a few other pieces but called Ragamuffin Junction. He looks like their style. He might be one of those. I'm truthfully not sure. So I'm so sorry. I don't remember what this guy is called, but he is a vintage inspired Halloween lantern, and he's supposed to look like a cat, like a black cat. And I love this guy. I wanted this guy a long time ago. He was on the Christmas Traditions website, and I slept, I slept too long, and I didn't get him in time, and he sold out. So I haven't checked in a while, but he might still be sold out on Christmas Traditions website or Traditions website. So just know that, unfortunately, he might be sold out right now. But if you're in the Colorado, Denver area, there is a gift shop by the name of My Favorite Things, and they had two of these guys. They had two of these Halloween cat lanterns, and I just love everything about it. So this guy has a very spooky, vintage styled, kind of creepy look about him, which I live for. And he is another paper mache piece, but he also has like a wax resin that goes around him, which is kind of what makes me think he might be by that Ragamuffin Junction company. I could be wrong, I don't remember. But he's got a wax resin that surrounds all of the paper mache, and he's just got a timeless, creepy looking, vintage styled look about him, and he is glorious. He is a lantern, so you can take a flameless, battery-operated tea light, and you can put this inside here, which I've already tested, and when he illuminates you guys, he looks hauntingly beautiful. Very spooky and eerie looking, and definitely has a timeless look about him, and he looks like he's old, which is what I love about him. He has a couple of options for you, so if you spin him around, on the back here, this is a little cutout that can take one of those, I don't know what they're called, but they're just they're a little light. And you can take, it's like a clip light, I think is what they're called. But you can just take one of those clip lights, and they have a cord on them, and you can take one of those and you can clip those inside there if you want him to be something that plugs in. I thought about doing that, but I think he works fine with a few of the battery-operated tea lights, because if you look on the underneath side of him, that's where you can put the battery-operated tea lights. And you can put as many as you want under here, depending on how small the tea lights are. But the more you put under here, the more he's going to illuminate. And oftentimes, the reason I say go for the tea light route is because the tea lights oftentimes have these flickering effects to them. And I tested this out already. I put one of those flickering tea lights under there, and you guys, when this guy is flickering about, he looks so hauntingly beautiful. He looks so spooky and eerie, and the glow that he has inside, right behind his eyes and his mouth, like the glow that shines through his face is just so next level with eerie and spooky. It literally gave me goosebumps. I'm not even kidding. So if you want kind of an eerie, more classic nod to your Halloween decorum this year, go for this guy. He's a great addition to any of your vintage decor. He's not authentic vintage decor. He's vintage inspired decor, but he's a great piece. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. I would recommend this to anybody. This is seriously an amazing piece. Love this guy. I do apologize. I don't know how much this guy was. I don't have a price tag on him. Unfortunately, I have no information on him. I don't even know what he's called. But you can find him on Christmas Traditions website or Traditions website. He might be sold out, but just look for him on there. You can't miss him. He's got a very distinct look about him, and you can see if he's still available there. Love this guy. So happy I was able to find him. I was so sad when I thought that I had missed out on him. Moving right along. All right, so we are cruising. So moving right along, I have a couple more pieces that I picked up from that My Favorite Things gift shop. And I'm very excited to talk about these pieces. Hopefully these have price tags on them. They do. Whoa. Getting a little crazy over here. So, from that My Favorite Things gift shop, that local gift shop that I went to the other day, I picked up this gal. And I'm actually just going to show her counterpart because they go together. So I picked up 2 of these beautiful Joanna Parker canisters, you guys. So this is her counterpart. They're both these Joanna Parker Carnival Cottage canisters. And I love these guys. So Joanna Parker, I've talked about her many times on this channel. She's a very popular artist that does a lot of folk art and a lot of these really popular old world looking vintage Halloween designs. And these pieces are no exception. They're just these adorable Joanna Parker canisters, and they're the Carnival Cottage canisters. And I got these at that My Favorite Things gift shop. I am so obsessed with these, you guys. So I am going to set one of them down in just a second, but they're supposed to go together as a set. Of course, you can buy them individually if you want, but they do go together. They both have some of the same designs on them, and that's intentional. And they're supposed to be used, together as a pair. But it's just this brunette and this redhead canister. I guess she's not a brunette. She is a black-haired beauty, is what we'll call her. So you just get this black-haired beauty and this stunning redhead spooky girl canisters is what we're going to call them. These spooky girl canisters by Joanna Parker. Absolutely love these designs. They're just so cute, you guys, and they're kind of eerie at the same time. And I love that combination. I love that combination in my decor. Always looking for something that can be cute and eerie simultaneously. As promised, I am going to set one of these down because I want to be able to tell you a little bit more about the piece. So I want to see if this piece has a name. Unfortunately, they don't have a name on these gals. I don't know what they're called, but I do know the price, which I'll get into in just a second. But both of these canisters have a lid, so they do open, and you can put things inside there. And they're so well made, you guys. They're so well made. They're so well made. They each have these little rubber, like silicone looking sills on each of them that help keep things airtight. Now, I don't know how food safe they are. I truly don't. But they are meant to be used in your kitchen. They're just canisters, and you can use them as cookie jars. You can use them for your coffee pods, like if you have a Keurig. I don't know what I'm going to use mine for. I might use these for tea bags. I've really gotten into tea lately, So I think these would be great tea bag holders. And I don't know what I'll use the other one for. But anyways, I just love the vintage style of these. I have been searching for one of these, for these Joanna Parker canisters for years now. And you know, I heard through the grapevine that Joanna Parker is actually discontinuing her partnership with Magenta, I believe is the name. So Joanna Parker and Magenta Designs, they are discontinuing their partnership as of this year. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but just know the Carnival Cottage line that you see typically out in home goods stores, after this season, that will be no more, because that line is being discontinued because Joanna Parker and Magenta are severing their partnership, unfortunately. And it's so sad, you know. So the Carnival Cottage pieces, which is what these are, which you typically find in home goods stores, they will be no more, unfortunately. And so since, you know, since I knew that those Carnival Cottage pieces were discontinuing, I knew I wanted a Joanna Parker canister, but I just have the worst luck at home goods when it comes to finding these Joanna Parker pieces. They go like that. They go so fast, you guys. So I always had the worst luck with that, and I never come across them. I never do. But thankfully, at my Favorite Things gift shop, they had quite a few different of these Joanna Parker Carnival Cottage pieces. And of course, I had to snag them, you know, especially with these no longer being a thing after this year. I feel like they're only going to go up in their value. And they're just going to also be a treasured piece that is just very unique that you can't really find anymore. So, word to the wise, if you like these pieces, I can't guarantee where you'll get them unless you're local in the Denver area, or if you're lucky enough to come across these, because they do sell these Carnival Cottage Joanna Parker pieces at Home Goods. Home Goods is where you typically find these. So if you're lucky enough to snag one of these there, you know, I'm so happy for you, because they're very hard to come by. They go quickly. Love these guys. Love everything about them. I picked these guys up for, the smaller one is retailing for $54.95 for the redhead. And the black-haired beauty is retailing for $81.95. So they are a little bit pricier pieces, but they're by a very popular artist. And like I said, these go really fast. So, you know, they're hard to come by. They're very hard to come by. Anyways, love these. Love everything about them. I want to make sure that this closes all the way. I think that's as far as it goes. Love everything about these pieces. I've actually already been displaying these spooky gals in my kitchen already. I couldn't help myself. They look so cute there. They look so cute there. But anyways, love these. So happy I was able to make that happen. All right, you guys. So, this went by so fast. This brings me to the final portion of this video. I cannot believe that we're already to the end of the video. So, I saved the best for last. I'm so excited to show you guys this piece. So, as I mentioned, we really are focusing on the classy Halloween pieces, is what we're going to call them. And this piece is no exception. I went to a little store. Well, I didn't go because I don't believe there's physical locations. I could be wrong. But I went to a online website for a store by the name of Balsam Hill. Or Balsam Hills, it's one of the two. But Balsam Hill is such a fun website, you guys. It's such a fun online retailer. They have so many beautiful decor pieces. Balsam Hill specializes in like Christmas trees and foliage and pre-lit artificial foliage and trees and ferns and just all these different kind of woodsy foliage pieces that are like pre-lit artificial trees, if you will. And that's what they specialize in, hence their name, Balsam Hill. And they're great for Christmas time, you know, for getting your Christmas tree. They have a lot of great timeless pieces. And they do also come through in their Halloween department. And I was so excited. I had seen this next piece in another YouTuber's video, and I fell in love with it, and I had to have it, and I'm just so excited to bring this to you. So let me grab this. It's massive, so bear with me. All right, so from Balsam Hill, I picked up this guy. And look at this, you guys. So what you are seeing here, this guy is massive, just so you know. So he's very hard to like fit into the frame. But what you are looking at here is the Balsam Hill fiber optic ghost. And this is actually another Bethany Lowe design. So this is by that artist that I absolutely love, Bethany Lowe. And this is actually a fiber optic piece. So this is the fiber optic ghost with jack-o'-lantern. I don't remember what he's retailing as. But we're just going to call him the fiber optic ghost with jack-o'-lantern by Bethany Lowe. And this is from Balsam Hill. And this is a massive, massive fiber optic piece. Let me see if I can lift him up. Woo. So as you can see, he is just absolutely massive. He's absolutely massive, and he's got like sleeves on both sides, but he's this glorious fiber optic ghosty with a jack-o'-lantern. And this has such a classic vintage Halloween look to it. I mean, of course it does, because it's Bethany Lowe. But anyways, I love the surprised face on the pumpkin. I love the little ghost's face. I mean, I would have preferred him to not be smiling, because I don't know if I enjoyed that kind of happy smiling for my Halloween decor. I like to look more surprised or spooky. But he still fits the bill on a beautiful vintage-inspired Halloween decor piece. Now, this is vintage inspired. I think this came out on Balsam Hill like 2 years ago. It was either 2 or 1 year ago, I don't remember. But I absolutely loved this piece. And Balsam Hill, they have some really good Halloween pieces, you guys. If you get a chance, go check out Balsam Hill's website. They're not paying me to say that, I promise. But if you get a chance, go check out their website, because they've got some really timeless pieces on there. That's been the word of this video, timeless. But it's true though. They've got a lot of timeless pieces over there. And this guy is no exception. He's just this vintage styled ghost holding a surprised looking pumpkin. And this is a very classic decor piece, actually. So this design of the ghost, and he also has a little foot. I don't know if you can see it, but he's got a little foot that's sticking out right there. It's supposed to symbolize that he's running away with this jack-o'-lantern. And that's actually a very, very famous and popular design. You see this ghost running away with the jack-o'-lantern everywhere, you guys. I mean, you'll find this 10 times over in different designs. It's a very classic vintage Halloween design that you saw back in the day during when a lot of those vintage pieces were being created. This ghost running away with the pumpkin was one of the most popular designs that you saw. So this is a very famous design. You know, it's as classic and vintage as you could possibly get with the design. And it is a vintage inspired piece. It's not actually vintage, because as I mentioned, it only came out 1 or 2 years ago. But again, this is from Balsam Hill. Love this guy. Absolutely love this guy. I don't remember off the top of my head what this guy retails for, so I do apologize. I would just suggest going over to Balsam Hill's website and checking their Halloween department, because you'll find this guy. You can't miss him. You can't miss him. Just remember, he's by Bethany Lowe. So if you look him up, just look up the Bethany Lowe fiber optic ghost with pumpkin, and he should come up for you. Anyways, love this guy. I will actually do I'll show a little bit of footage here and just a little bit of this guy all lit up in all of his glory, so you can see what he looks like. I've been wanting to add another fiber optic piece to my collection. I talked about one in my previous video, but this is another one that I just couldn't pass on, and I'm just so happy with this guy. I will say that I do have to talk about this. So this is by far a dream piece for me. I'm so excited I was able to make it happen. But with that being said, I did kind of have a bad experience with shipping on this guy. So I did actually have to doctor this guy up. This piece, unfortunately, in shipping did arrive broken. And I got fortunate in the sense that he broke kind of in the best way possible. So on his underneath side of him here, you probably can't tell, but that's actually a cardboard cake cutout, or what do you call them? Like a cardboard cake plate is what I'm gonna call it, made for designing cakes. That's made out of cardboard, what you saw at the top. The way this guy broke in shipping is the whole bottom part of him just completely fell out, which was devastating, because I didn't know, when I saw that, I didn't know if he was still gonna work or not. But thankfully, he still works beautifully. Nothing else was damaged other than that bottom part. It's usually the plaster that's at the bottom. It's not cardboard right there. Ow, I just like hit myself in the face. Again, anyways, it's usually like plaster that's down below, but for some reason in shipping, that whole bottom part just like fell out, which was just so devastating. So I had to doctor this guy up because, I couldn't leave him like that, because I found that he has some just not safe stuff, or good stuff that you don't want getting on your hands, that was kind of like coming out the bottom of him. He's filled with he's filled with fiberglass. Got a lot of fiberglass on the inside of this ghost. So just be careful. Don't try to, doctor him up, unless it's easy to fix him or something, just because it's got some fiberglass in there that you don't want getting on your hands. So that's my only gripe about this piece, is he did arrive broken, but I was able to get him doctored up, and I'm pleased with what I did. I might go back in at some point in the future and reinforce that cardboard cake plate a little more. I don't know what those are called. They're just like a cardboard cake circle. I don't know what they are, but they're made for designing cakes. But anyways, I love this guy. I was super excited to finally add him to my collection. And I hope you like him too. I can't wait to show you him in all of his glory. So as promised, I am going to show you this next bit of footage with him all lit up and all of his glory. So take a look at this footage. So that brings us to the end of this video. It went by so fast. I hope you guys are enjoying your spooky season so far. I can't believe we're already in September. It is truly the best time of the year, and I promise there's going to be more good content coming your way. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I promise there's so much more good content coming your way, and this channel will absolutely help you get in the spirit of things if you're looking to start decorating for Halloween, or just really help you get into a spooky spirit in general, because this channel is all about everything Gothic Victorian and spooky related, and anything that pertains to the strange and unusual. So I promise I got you covered on that front. So please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you did enjoy today's video, please, please, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and definitely make sure that you leave us a comment, because I always love chatting with you. And let me know, what you think I should name our skeleton boy over there. If I should keep the name JJ, or if I should switch it up. I always like to name those kind of things. So definitely let me know what you think. And let me know how your spooky season is going so far. Have any of you started decorating? Are you going to be decorating soon? Have you found any of your must-have decor pieces so far? I would love to know. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I had so much fun going over all of these classy Halloween decor pieces with you. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, please stay safe and happy Halloween.